What's going on, YouTube? I am back with my festive hat. Welcome back. This is part 3 of my new stacker strategy series, I guess you could call it at this point. Now we're going to talk about bars. Please refer to part 1 for all the disclaimers, which I do not wish to repeat. Other than to say, I am not a financial advisor. Make your own decisions, do your own research, make your own choices. This is merely my opinion and my strategy. Let's unbox a little gold. What do y'all think? I'm going to try not to cut myself while I do this. My final stacking strategy I would like to share with you, especially if you're a new stacker, is not candy bars, silver bars. Okay? And I know you all wanted to see the twins again, and if you didn't, I did. So there they are. What we have here is a 100-ounce single hard, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. We have two 10-ounce twin beauties, my new ladies. I have a 10-ounce Liberty, 10-ounce Sunshine bar. I do not have any kilos, actually. And yes, I'm touching my gold. I don't want to hear it. It is a beautiful 1/4 ounce Philharmonic that came today. I don't know if I want to cover the twin or not. She's so pretty. We'll just put that right there. That's what we'll do. Sure is pretty though. As far as gold goes, it's cheaper to stack it 1 ounce at a time, but I'm such a friggin' silver addict that doesn't work. I need silver rehab, y'all. Okay, bars. I don't have any kilos, but I got nothing against 1 ounce bars. The premium's a little bit higher. The premium on this, because it's, I guess you could almost say, collectible piece. It's definitely not your standard bullion. It's just got beautiful artwork on it. It's a little higher. I will be honest. I paid, what did I pay? Probably $30 more per bar than I could have for something like this or this. So between the two bars, I figure it cost me a couple ounces of silver that I may not ever have in the stack, and that's okay, because it's okay to treat yourself once in a while. I'm a weight stacker, as we've discussed. I want as much weight for the least amount of money. Cash, excuse me. This is money. Cash is not money, my mistake. I want the most amount of money for the least amount of cash in my stack. However, I do treat myself from time to time, and if you do too, I think that's okay. Again, you do you. Only you can know what's right for you. I highly recommend 10-ounce bars, kilo bars, which I don't have any to lay out. I should pick one up soon. I've been meaning to do that. I am a huge, huge, huge fan of 100-ounce bars. Something that recently occurred to me. I'm not one of those people that's going to tell you silver's going to the moon, because I don't think it is. At least not in my lifetime. Now, go to the moon compared to where it is today? Yeah, probably. But that $500 an ounce thing, I don't think so. And if it happens, I don't want to be here for that, because that means a lot of bad things. I do, however, think, and this occurred to me the other night, I think 100-ounce bars, again, call your LCS, find out your market in your area, but the people I talk to have no problem with these. These are fairly liquid. However, let's just say silver hits $100 an ounce down the road. That makes this a $10,000 bar instead of a $2,500 bar or a $3,000 bar at $25 an ounce, $30 an ounce. So if this hits $10,000 an ounce, excuse me, $10,000 a bar, here's the problem. And this could change, and it won't change for the better. It would only change, they would lower it, obviously, because that's what government does, which is why we stack to begin with. But right now, if I go sell this, I only have to pay capital gains tax. On my profits. If I were to sell this today, I could probably get $2,400 for it. Maybe $2,450. Maybe $25 because it's an Engelhard. Maybe. If this were $100 an ounce, which could very, very, very likely happen in my lifetime, I'm 42. Now I'm looking at the $10,000 tax limit, where this automatically gets reported to the IRS. And like I said, they're not going to decide one day, I don't think, oh, we'll make it 20,000. No, it's going to get worse. That's only going to be that number is only going to get lower. So that is one downside that recently occurred to me to 100-ounce bars. At one point, I thought it was a great idea to make this the fundamental of my stack. I never did, but I understand why people do it, because this is pretty much the lowest premium silver you're going to get within reality, you know, as far as what's realistic. But that's something that could potentially happen, something to think about. Just food for thought. It's not happening tomorrow, but it could. And as far as gold, and I told you earlier, I believe in part 1, that to me gold is gold, silver is silver, don't care if it's bars, coins, rounds, and that's true. My LCSs don't either. And here's that gold story I wanted to tell you about. Some years back, I bought some APMEX generic, house minted, APMEX gold rounds. And I took them into my LCS because I had some things happen, and I unfortunately had to sell them, which killed me at a cellular level. I sold some gold and silver, and I think I sold an ounce of gold, and was not good. But he looked at that and he said, huh, I didn't know APMEX made a gold round. I said, yeah, they don't anymore, but they did at the time. Boom, done. He didn't care. He bought it. I was on my way. He wouldn't have cared if it was an APMEX bar. He wouldn't have cared if it was, a bar or a round from Joe Schmo. What he cared about was that it was gold. And it was. So that goes back to my whole, I want to stack as much as I can for the least amount of cash so I can get the most money from my cash possible. That's how I stack. You got to make up your own mind, make your own decisions. To recap the 3-part series, to my new stacking friends, I think if you can find 90 at 40% at a great value, great price, I think it's a steal. Particularly 90%. If you can find rounds, bars, coins at a good price, I think it's a steal. If you cannot, I think 40% is a steal. If you can get it close to spot, I think bigger bars, cheaper coins for gold and silver, cheaper rounds, cheaper bars are a steal. The takeaway from this, my stacking strategy, is to get as much of this for the least amount of cash. I have a lot of fun with you guys. Thanks for hanging in there. I hope you all got something from this. If there's anything you want to talk about in the comments, drop some love, shoot me an email, whatever you want to do. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season. Thanks for spending your time with me. I appreciate you more than you know. Constitutional Stacker, keep stacking.